I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the hood was on the shelf. Then the 5. I'm sick.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State at Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
There's no rest to my shut it down. Whenever I get your money up, believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds and all the push. I do it for all of my people now. Who did on everything that I love.
Reload! Here we go, strike! 18 Cardinal.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again the ETN. Stays on his feet. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Lion. Hey, center. Great job.
They'll run with ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, go. Hey, tomato.
Well, he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Quentin Strange, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. 13, look. Same right. 11. Easy. Silver.
Etienne up the middle. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Jaguars at 7-5 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10.
Here's the 24. Turn. This is hot.
Here's Lawrence. And this one's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. To the air with McCarthy. And he's into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Let's go. 60 Eagle. Panther Street. Panther Street. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Take us.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18. Hey, who got those?
Now McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 37 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. 10-7 our score after 1, right here on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. Special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Addison will go in motion left. On play action, McCarthy. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Gain of 15. And the Vikings first down.
Here we go, set. 79.
An inside give to Jones. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
17. Vikings 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Red on red.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, Soko, it's hot. Here we go.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And it'll find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, 65 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Able to slither by. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing is McCarthy. He gets it to Addison.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got it. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And some space here. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for Jacksonville score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hold the ready. Hey, go, go. Go, go. Hey, 11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That for 7 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
11.
Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
it's a loss of
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
11, Agate.
Lawrence will throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Lawrence.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
Travis Etienne
From 6 yards away.
and the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
A final shot before break. McCarthy Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now Lawrence to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams, because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he's got it. It's Thomas. The Jacksonville touchdown.
Brian Thomas,
His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
and the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Across midfield. He's on his way. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 161 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Looking to throw McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Ty Felton from a yard out. And the Vikings are able to claw one back. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
At their own 35-yard line.
Outside, gon' stay in this side, shawty, you and I vibe to the beat. Like Tupac, I see a bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the beast you die trying to fit a
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
13, Luke. Look, Rip, 23. Hey, tomato. Done.
Here's Lawrence. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
And one more time, here's Kirk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Hey. 11, add it. Bang. Go. Hey, kill. 11. Easy.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And here's Jones again on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
18 Cardinal.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
18 Rattler.
Now McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
70 left, go!
Throwing is McCarthy. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Come on.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants us to...
Yeah, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A big gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
13 loop, sink right.
Lawrence. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Take right open.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now we'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 190 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Foyesade and Lurican. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Hey, Lion, release. Hey, Ginger. Zach. Red.
Now Lawrence. That'll be caught by the rookie from Penn State. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time.
Hey,
excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Kill. Rip, 23. Hey, Ginger, touch.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Jaguars 58, Vikings 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
To the air with McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
19,
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
60 Eagles, 6, cut 19, cut 19.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Jacksonville, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7.
And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.